kids' story time, and we try every day to wear a hat. And so today, this is a turkey decoy. If you're a turkey hunter, you probably know all about that. You put the stake down in the ground, and the pointy end goes up through the bottom of the turkey decoy, and it just sets in the woods. But this is no longer a turkey decoy. I have cut the bottom of this turkey decoy with a big hole, and now this turkey decoy has become my hat for the day. If you look at that, I mean, you could look at that and say, wow, he's a turkey. Yep, you know, it's hard, the old saying is, it's hard to soar with a bunch of turkeys. So here I am, I'm wearing the turkey. You know, you might say, well, that's pretty foolish, but I bet a lot of you are looking, man, Dad's got a couple decoys. I could probably cut one of those. You better get permission before you do that, okay? Be careful, you get yourself in trouble. But if you'd like one of these turkey decoys, if you put your order in, I might be able to fix you up with something like this. That's pretty good. But you know, about the dumbest place you could wear this kind of a hat, you'd really be foolish if you would say, well, I'm going to take a walk in the woods today, and I'm going to wear total camo with a turkey on my head, because it's turkey season. That means there are turkey hunters out there with a gun. And some of those turkey hunters, they have yet to even see a turkey, and so they're desperate. You could be walking along, and maybe they can't see you, and they just see, at the top of the hill, they see that turkey walking on your head. And that guy says, there's one, there's a turkey. You could really be in danger. What has this to do with anything today? Well, I wanted to read a little bit from a chapter in Psalms. Psalm 147. Psalm 147 is a chapter that tells us a little bit about God and what God values and how God does his business. And God is the creator God. And God says in the Word, in the Bible, there's a verse that says, the fool, that's a foolish person. The fool hath said in their heart, there is no God. All you have to do is look around at creation and the beauty, the moon, the stars, the sun, the trees, the fact that it snowed last night, and God's in control of all the weather, and the weather changes in the different seasons. God, he orchestrates all that. He created all that. And a great big creator God like that, he's not too impressed. You know, lots of times we might be impressed with the muscles and the strength of a horse. Or we're impressed with somebody's muscles. Somebody's got huge arms. You know, my granddaughter, Livy, she climbed up on my lap years ago, and she kind of squeezed my arm. She was just a little girl, and she squeezed my arm, and she said something along the lines of, Pap, you got big guns. And I thought, well, what do you want, little girl? You know, at that point, you know how to butter somebody up. And so maybe you've been told, you're a big, strong fella. You got big, look at those muscles on his arm. Or look how powerful his legs look. There's a verse in the Bible where God says, I'm not impressed with the strength of a horse. I'm not impressed with the size of a man's leg muscles. With how powerful he might think he is. You see, we're not very strong. We're pretty weak when we compare ourselves to God. You know, lots of times what we do is we like to compare ourselves with someone that is a lot weaker than we are. You know, if you're a 21-year-old young man, been working hard and lifting weights, and you get yourself next to an 8-year-old boy, and you say, well, look how big and strong I am. I'm a lot bigger. Well, of course you are. But how about comparing yourself to God? See, when we compare ourselves to God, then we're not so big and strong and powerful. We're pretty small and weak. And so where is that verse? Here's the verse in Psalm 147, verse 10. It talks about God, and it says, He delighteth not in the strength of the horse. He taketh not pleasure in the legs of a man. There it is. God says, that doesn't impress me. You think you're so strong and powerful and mighty. You're nothing. How big and how powerful is God? Well, this chapter, if you back up, It says, verse 4 says, He telleth the number of the stars. God knows so much. He's so big and powerful and strong. He can tell you how many stars are out there. You see, our best scientists say you can't. There's too many. You can't number them. In fact, some astrologists and astrologers, whoever they are discovering more stars, more galaxies all the time, and yet God says He can tell the number of the stars. And on top of that, He calls them all by their names. Oh my! I mean, if it wasn't enough that, God is so big and so powerful and all-knowing that He knows how many stars are out there, but now the Bible says He knows all their names. Wow. If I think I know a lot, I'm looking pretty foolish. I might as well just go around with a turkey on my head because I'm being foolish. But we don't have to go around with just a turkey on our head all day long. We can say, no, I know I'm weak. I don't know so much. The best thing I could do is trust in the Lord with all my heart and lean not on my own understanding. In all my ways acknowledge God, and He'll direct my path. That's the best thing I could do. Have a good day. Go.